Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
It's the comets.
Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hit, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne High.
Long with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, the budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
You are looking live at the Helen P. Brown Natatorium on the campus of Southside High School, where today the girls' IHSAA Sectional 6 swimming and diving finals will be held. Good afternoon, everyone. Jim Kressel along with Jeff Mahoney and cameramen Mitchell Van Brocklin and Sean Boswell, and we will be bringing you all of today's action. For this IHSAA state meet, each school may enter a maximum of 3 participants in 1 relay per event. Each participant can compete in no more than 2 individual events and 2 relays, or 1 individual event and 3 relays. Thursday night preliminary heats were swam in each of the event, and the top 16 individuals and relays have advanced to today's finals. Each event will have 2 heats, a consolation or B final, and a championship or A final. All legal swims today will score points for their school, and each winner will automatically qualify for next week's state finals at the IUPUI Natatorium in Indianapolis. Earlier today, the diving preliminaries took place with each contestant attempting 8 dives. Each participant will finish the competition by performing 3 more dives as the 5th event this afternoon. All divers who legally complete 10 dives will score points for their school, and the top 4 divers will advance to the regional competition Tuesday night at Fishers High School, and from there, the top 8 will advance to the next week's state finals. IHSAA sectional meets are swam in a 25-yard pool with 8 lanes here at the Helen P. Brown Natatorium. Lane 1 is nearest to us in the spectator stands. The order of events for today's competition are the 200-yard medley relay, 200 freestyle, 200 individual medley, 50 freestyle, the diving, 100-yard butterfly, 100-yard freestyle, 500-yard freestyle, 200-yard free relay, 100-yard backstroke, 100-yard breaststroke, and ending up with the 400 free relay. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. Our elite team of experts in orthopedic surgery, athletic rehabilitation, nutrition, and sports performance training offers athletes coordinated care and instant access at the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic inside the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Also, ParkviewSportsMedicine.com is the new go-to for all local sports with scores and highlights for all area schools. Parkview Sports Medicine wants to celebrate the accomplishments of athletes on and off the field. Check it out at ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. Big Eyed Fish supports Fort Wayne area athletics and has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Originally located at the historic 1502 North Wells Street, you can also visit their express locations at 3001 Hillegas Road and their Express North location at 10380 Leo Road. Big Eyed Fish has a 4.3 star rating out of 5 with over 215 Google reviews. Find us at originalbigeyedfish.com and bigeyedfishexpress.com and like our Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best in fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Well, we're going to get started here shortly. We're going to start with some team introductions. After that, we'll get going immediately into the 200-yard medley relay. We'd like to thank Meet Director Liz Kaywood and her staff for the hospitality, getting us a nice spot here and being able to set up early. It's never an easy feat to put on a meet like this, but Liz and the staff here at the Natatorium have done a wonderful job for years.
Thank you so much for the cooperation and making this a great day.
As the public address announcer gives a few announcements, we're going to be getting ready here, starting with the parade of athletes here momentarily. Today's sectional features 11 local teams from the Fort Wayne area. It's expected that Carolyn Homestead will predominantly dominate the meet, and that each school qualified all 3 of their swimmers in each event for the championship final. In both schools, all 3 of their relays were first or second on Thursday night. And now we're going to start with the parade of swimmers and coaches. We're going to start with the officials for today. Head starter David Boothby, assistant starter Vince Quiones, and stroke and turn judge Bob Dunlop. First school introduces the Bishop Dwenger States. Bishop Dwenger has an enrollment of 1,075 students. Principal Jason Shipley, AD John Bennett, Coach Ben Sutton, and dive coach Teresa Roberts. Next up, Bishop Lures Knights. Bishop Lures from the south side of Fort Wayne with an enrollment of 617. Principal Jim Hoof, AD Kevin Godfrey, Coach Tricia Koob, dive coach Alice Book, assistant coaches Pam Lunsford and Catherine Kumith. Next up, Canterbury Cavaliers. 369 student enrollment. Bob Shantz is their principal. Ken Hartenreicher, the AD. Tamara Lombard, coach, assisted by Bob Trevelyan and Dave Stronach. You heard the contingent from Carroll. They're next. The Carroll Chargers with an enrollment of 2280. Principal Brandon Vinnig, AD Dan Ginder, head coach John Gibson, dive coach Becky McLean, assisted by Tori Bagan and Kurt Karnbarger. Carroll will be followed by Concordia. The Concordia Cadets, an enrollment of 781 on the north side of Fort Wayne. Principal Michael Tom, athletic director Tim Manigal, coach Bruce Graham is assisted by Sean Gibson and Danae Gibson. There's the contingency to our right. The Homestead Spartans are next with an enrollment of 2,348. Principal Park Ginder, athletic director Joe Updegrove, coach Justin Max, dive coach Jill Eckwright, assistant coaches Julie Anderson and Matt Ranachak. The Northside Legends are next. An enrollment of 1672 at Northside. Principal David West, athletic director Kirk Dorman, head coach Tim Clay, assistant coach Perry Herzog, and Stuart Crockett Akins. Following Northside will be the Northrop Bruins. Northrop has an enrollment of 2,097. Principal Jason Wurtzengruder, athletic director Bob Shank, head coach Ben Kaywood, and assistant coach Keaton Conley. Next up, the Snyder Panthers. An enrollment of 1,850 students. Principal Nicole Chisley, athletic director Steve Zembo, coach Cody Williams, assisted by Jimmy Dresser, and dive coach Chris Giant. The host Southside Archers are next with an enrollment of 1,413 students. Principal Carlton Mabel, athletic director Steve Jones, coach Courtney Smith, dive coach Andrew Fensenmacher, and assistant coach Linda Narden. Finally, the Wayne Generals. Enrollment of 1,340. Principal John Hauser, athletic director Gary Raber, coach Whitney Sharon is assisted by Jake Sharon, and the dive coach is Haley Hunley. There you have it, folks. There are your schools for the Sectional 6 here at the Helen P. Brown Natatorium.
I'd like to welcome you all to today's sectional. You're already standing up, or if you're not, go ahead and
now
stand
we're going
up,
to take a break for
and
the playing
Homestead's
of
Kyron
our
Lyman
national
will be
anthem.
singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we marched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Not only a talented athlete in the water, but a talented performer outside the water. Thank you for that rendition of our national anthem. And now the excitement begins. Fans on both sides are on their feet as the teams will take their places to where they're going to kind of call home for the next couple hours. And we will get started with the individual heat, first heat, the B final for the 200-yard medley relay. In our first heat, swimming in lane 3 will be the team from Northside. In lane 4, Southside. And in lane 5, Wayne. The medley relay consists of 4 50-yard swims. Begins with a backstroke leg, followed by a breaststroke, then a butterfly, then the freestyle. Starting off for Northside in lane 3 will be senior Maya Rizzo. Southside will begin with senior Chloe Searfoss. And Wayne will begin with junior Kara Gerber. Those will be the backstroke legs. And we're just about ready to get started as the teams line up. The officials take their places. And the 2018 IHSAA Sectional 6 is about to begin. The Fort Wayne Comets have won 9 championships in 65 years of calling Fort Wayne home. The Comets have attracted over 1.2 million fans to the Coliseum over the past 4 years, with an average attendance of over 7,500 fans per game. For game info and tickets, go to comets.com. You can also follow the Comets on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. The participants are lined up. The officials are ready. The starter gives the instructions to step in the pool, and the natatorium will become silent momentarily. And they're off. Again, in lane 3 is Northside's Maya Rizzo. In lane 4, Southside's Chloe Searfoss. And in lane 5, Wayne's Kara Gerber. Looks like Southside's out to the lead here at the 25. They go into the turn. That's Chloe Searfoss. She'll be handing off to senior Catherine Hart for the breaststroke leg. It's Southside and Northside, 1-2. As you're going to see today, the faster swimmers or the faster preliminary heats are in the middle of the pool, and then it'll fan its way out. So as we have 8 lanes full, a lot of times you're going to see 4, 5, 3, and 6 leading the pack with 7, 8, and 1, 2 following. However, every place is important because they are swimming for points and swimming for their school. Again, we expect this battle to come down between Carroll and Homestead for the title, as it has many times over the past years. Again, it's like Northside's Emma Curry has a slight lead over Wayne's Zoe McGee. So Zoe takes the lead, and into the water for Wayne. In the lead is the third leg, Morgan Wolf. Morgan has the lead over Northside's Isis Shaw. And in fourth place right now, or third place, Lavini Sedano, a senior from Southside. As they make the turn and start coming towards the 150 mark, the freestyle leg will be last, and Wayne will be handing it off to junior Kayla Bunkowski to finish it up. Southside's in second place, handing it off to junior Casey Sneed. And Northside will be handing it off to junior Jasmine Vasquez. Large lead now for Wayne here in the consolation final. This would be 9th place. Casey Sneed for Southside has made up some ground, but she is not going to catch Kayla. And Wayne will take the consolation final and finish in 9th place for the 200-yard medley relay. Southside second, Northside third. That's places 9, 10, and 11 for this relay. Next up will be the championship final. In lane 1, Northrop. In lane 2, Snyder. Lane 3, Bishop Dwenger. In lane 4, Homestead. In lane 5, Carroll. In lane 6, Concordia. In lane 7, Bishop Luers. And in lane 8, Canterbury. I'd like to give a shout out to the Concordia Cadets for winning the SAC conference this year and stopping Courtney Snyder's 25-year consecutive streak. Quite the streak by Snyder, and congratulations to the Cadets for starting a streak of their own. Backstrokers in this event will be Tanya Barrett for Northrop, Mariah Swartzen for Snyder, Sydney Tryon for Dwenger, Shelby Chris for Homestead, Grace Hanna for Carroll, Natalie Hazlett for Concordia, Raven Schroyer for Bishop Luers, and Andy Godfrey for Canterbury. Backstrokers take their place in the water. They'll get quiet momentarily, and then it will erupt.
Place your feet. Take your mark.
And they're off. Grace Hanna with a strong underwater out to the early lead. Followed in second place by Homestead, Shelby Crisp. Hanna makes the turn. A strong backstroke right for Carroll. Grace will be handing it off to the breaststroker. That's freshman Samantha Horton, sophomore Katie Walter in the water for Homestead. And right there is, in lane 3, is Dwenger's Laura Wright, last year's breaststroke sectional champion, making up ground. Lane 5 out there is, or lane 6 is Concordia with Lauren Dorfer, another strong breaststroker. But right now it's Samantha Horton holding on to the lead for Carroll. As she comes to the wall, she'll be handing it off to sophomore Veronica Lance. Second into the water is Dwenger's Megan Walton, and third was Audrey Crowley of Homestead. Things are tightening up a little bit. Homestead and Dwenger giving Carroll everything they want right now with 75 yards to go in this race. Veronica Lance is going to hand it off to a freshman, Madeline Reitzer, for her first sectional swim. There she is. She's going to be battling a freshman in lane 4. Maggie Stock from Homestead. It's Carroll and Homestead 1-2 as they come to the wall, make the turn. Reitzer with a short lead. Can Stock make it up? Stock's coming out strong. Who's it going to be at the wall? It's Stock. It's Reitzer. It's Homestead. Homestead Maggie Stock with a 23.53 finish to take the lead from Carroll and win the event. Third place goes to Bishop Dwenger, fourth to Concordia, fifth to Snyder, sixth is Bishop Luers, seventh will be Northrop, and eighth will be Canterbury. Of course, all results are unofficial until the referees certify it. You'll see the stroke, or each judge on each side look at each other, and it's going to take 2 confirmations if there's a problem. So right now the swimmers will go into a small cool down, and then we will have the presentation of awards for the 200-yard medley relay. Doesn't look like the officials are coming together to talk about anything, so I would expect the results to stay as they are on the board, with Homestead swimming a 1:47.00 to Carroll's 1:47.09. For advancement to the state finals, the first place sectional winner automatically advances. There are 20 sectionals in the state, so Homestead is off to state. There's also a qualifying state time standard that if you achieve, you will also go to state. That state cut this year is 1 minute 48.97 seconds. So Carroll is automatically going to the state finals as well. Looks like we'll have 2 participants from the Fort Wayne sectional swimming in the medley relay next week at state. At state, they take the 20 sectional winners, anyone who betters the state time standard for a state cut, and then they'll fill out the field with the next fastest number of contestants that would bring the total meet entrance to 32. And that's from the total, the fastest across the state if you don't have 32 from automatic qualifiers. If there's a tie, both swimmers or all three swimmers will attend the state meet, and they'll go with a few extra swimmers. So congratulations to Homestead and Carroll. They will be moving on to next week's state finals. By the way, the sectional record was set in 2011 by Homestead at 1 minute 44.95 seconds, so that record stands for another year.
In fourth place, Concordia.
PA announcers announcing the finalists now. Concordia in fourth, as we said.
Third place, Bishop Dwenger.
Third place went to Bishop Dwenger. And Grace Hanna, Samantha Horton, Veronica Lance, and Maggie Reitzert from Carroll will be heading down to Indianapolis next week. That's 2 sophomores and 2 freshmen. So that relay will only get better over time. And your 2018 champions from Homestead are junior Shelby Christ, sophomore Katie Walther, freshman Audrey Crowell, and freshman Maggie Stock. Congratulations to Homestead. Good luck to both teams next week at the state meet. Let's see if they can drop some time and maybe, who knows, maybe bring home a state title. Next event will be the 200-yard freestyle. Again, we will have 2 heats of this. First heat is the consolation final. We'll set the swimmers once they get into the water for you. Swimming in lane 1 from Northside, Maya Rizzo. Lane 2 from Bishop Dwenger, Caitlin Pranger. Lane 3 from Snyder, Jenna Habish. Lane 4 from Bishop Dwenger, Caroline Burnham. Lane 5 from Snyder, Alexandra Galsani. Lane 6 from Northrop, Lily Marquardt. Lane 7 from Snyder, Abigail Mayhew. And in lane 8 from Concordia, Annie Hevhov. As they finish the first 50 yards, it's Burnham and Galsini, 1-2, with Snyder's Jenna Habish closely near. Last year's champion, Megan Johnson from Homestead, has graduated and taken her talents onto the Purdue University swim team. And she is also the sectional record holder with her time of 1 minute 49.92 seconds in 2016. As they finish the 100, it's Alexandra Galsini, the freshman from Snyder, in first place with 106.04, followed closely by Habish at 106.18. Got a little steam from the outside there on lane 8 with Annie Prehov from Concordia, swimming a solid race on the outside. But right now it's the 2 Snyder swimmers in 3 and 5, Habish and Galsini, with the lead. As they make the turn for the final 50, it's Alexandra Galsini in the lead, followed by her teammate Jenna Habish, Caroline Burnham in third. Habish in 3, followed by Galsini in 5. It looks like they're going to finish 1-2, and we got a pretty good race for third. Abigail Mayhew from Snyder looks like she's going to take third place in this consolation final. Again, even the consolation final is scoring points. The scoring in this event, or all events with the exception of the relays, are 20 points for first, 17 for second, 16 for third, down to 11 for eighth. Ninth place gets 9, 10th gets 7, and then it goes 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for 11th through 16th place. Relays, you just double it up. So right now, after one event, we got Homestead leading Carroll 40 to 34. Now here's our championship final. In lane 1, we have Hannah Vitus from Concordia. Actually, we'll turn it over to the starter here, and we'll get it to you once they're into the water. It's amazing how quiet it can get, and then once race gets started, how loud it can get. In lane 1 from Concordia's sophomore Hannah Vitus. Lane 2, senior from Homestead, Michaela Godfrey. Lane 3, a junior from Carroll, Gretchen Kraus. In lane 4, a sophomore from Carroll, Maya Vanderhagen. Lane 5, a freshman from Homestead, Audrey Crowell. Lane 6, a freshman from Carroll, Madeline Reitzer. Lane 7, a junior from Homestead, Kylie Meyer. And in lane 8, a sophomore from Concordia, Haley Dubai. As they've made the turn for 50 and they're heading for 75, looks like it's Vanderhagen and Crowell 1-2 with Kraus a close third. Gretchen Kraus is making up some ground here on the second 50, and they make the turn. It's Crowell followed by Vanderhagen. Crowell with a 30.3, a little bit faster in that second 50. So she's coming on a little stronger. We'll see if Vanderhagen or Kraus have anything left to chase her down. Right now it's Abby Crowell in 5, followed by Maya Vanderhagen in 4. Gretchen Kraus in 3 has fallen off the pace a little bit. Crowell extends her lead by 4/10 of a second in that third 50. I don't know if Vanderhagen's going to have enough to come back and catch her, as freshman Audrey Crowell in her first sectional race, individual race, looking extremely strong. Crowell by a body length, followed by Vanderhagen and Kraus. 4th place out there in lane 7's Meyer, and it is Audrey Crowell, followed by Maya Vanderhagen and Gretchen Kraus. 4th place goes to Kylie Meyer in lane 7. Michaela Godfrey gets 5th. Madeline Reitzer 6th. 7th is going to come to Hannah Vitus, and Haley Dubé will finish 8th. So that's Homestead Swimmers winning it and finishing 4th and 5th. Carroll Swimmers finishing 2nd, 3rd, and 6th. State qualifying time was 1:53.22. So we're sending not only the champion Audrey Crowell, but the sophomore from Carroll, Maya Vanderhagen, will be headed to the state meet next week as well. As the swimmers cool down, we'll be back here shortly with the results. Again, today's broadcast is being brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page at Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for many local high school sporting events. That was a quick turnaround. That Audrey Crowell did swim the butterfly leg for Homestead. So right away, the freshman gets introduced to sectional swimming with 2 championships. I'm sure big meets aren't anything that's new to her, as many of these girls that you see, the top swimmers, swim year-round and have been competing in club events and club championships for quite some time. So here are the awards. In 8th place from Concordia Lutheran, Haley Dubé. 7th place from Concordia, Hannah Vitus. 6th place from Carroll, the freshman Maggie Reitzer. 5th place from Homestead, Michaela Godfrey. 4th place from Homestead, Kylie Meyer. Third place from Carol Gretchen Kraus. And with the state qualifying time, second place from Carol Maya Vanderhagen, and our champion from Homestead, Audrey Crowell.
Freestyle champion from Homestead High School with a time of 1:51.29, Audrey Crowell.
So, after two events right now, Homestead with a 69-63 lead on Carroll. A lot of swimming here to come, but that's a good sign for the Spartans as they try to break Carroll's streak of 3 straight sectional titles. Homestead had won 10 straight from 2005 through 2014, and Carroll broke that streak in 2015 with some of these girls that are swimming today as part of that group, as the senior class is trying to win 4 in a row. Off to the girls' 200-yard IM consolation heat in lane 1, Andy Godfrey from Canterbury. In lane 2, Allie Godfrey from Canterbury. Lane 3 is Abby Grabner from Lures. Lane 4 is Callie Prokaska from Snyder. Lane 5, Savannah Swander from Concordia. Lane 6, Emma Najeski from Canterbury. Lane 7, Caroline Busick from Concordia. And in lane 8, Noah Wallace from Bishop Dwenger. First leg of the backstroke is complete, and the freshman from Snyder, Callie Prokaska, I apologize for all the names I have butchered and will be butchering as the name goes on, is out to the lead. She's followed closely in lane 5 by Savannah Swedner from Concordia. 3 freshmen here in the middle of the pool, 4, 5, and 6. Qualifying for the B final, so good things to come from them in the future. Callie makes the turn with a 40.12 split onto the breaststroke, where Savannah Swedner from Concordia has taken a lead. Prokaska is in second, and in third is Busick from, third is Najeski from Canterbury in lane 6. Swedner from Concordia Lutheran is opening up a rather large lead here after the breaststroke. 50 yards to go of freestyle. She's got consider about a 10-yard lead. I don't think she's going to be caught. This is going to become a race for second and third as Callie Prokaska and Abby Grabner in 3 and 4 will be challenging for that 10th place finish. State qualifying time is 2 minutes, 6.95 seconds. And that can be done in either the championship or the consolation heat. It cannot be done on the first leg of a relay. So, finishing up strong, Savannah Swagner wins the B heat for Concordia Lutheran. Strong finishing 50 from Callie Prokaska from Snyder puts her into second. Abby Grabner grabs third. Emma Najeski grabs fourth. Caroline Busick, 5th, Allie Godfrey, 6th, Andy Godfrey, 7th, and Noah Wallace finishes in 8th place. Swagner won that in a time of 2 minutes, 32.44 seconds, 3 seconds faster than her nearest competitor. Now for the championship final, lane 1 from Carroll, Samantha Horton. Lane 2 from Homestead, freshman Cora Waldron. Lane 3 from Carroll, sophomore Veronica Lance. Lane 4, our defending champion and sectional record holder, sophomore Mallory Jackson from Carroll. Lane 5, freshman Lily Kaiser from Homestead. Lane 6, sophomore from Bishop Dwenger, Laura Wright. Lane 7, Sydney Thrasher, a junior from Homestead. And in lane 8, Kiara Arthur, a sophomore from Concordia. State cut again is 2 minutes, 6.95 seconds in this event. Sectional record was set last year by Mallory Jackson at 2:00:16. Look for her to get out to a quick start in the butterfly again this year. So you got Jackson in 4, followed, actually it's Lance in 3 with the lead, followed by Jackson in 4. Veronica Lance first to touch at 26.95 seconds, and we head to the backstroke. Mallory Jackson will be in the backstroke event later, is showing some strength here as she has taken the lead. Veronica Lance second, Lily Kaiser, the freshman from Homestead, in third. As you can see, a lot of youth thus far for all teams. Jackson in first, Lance and Kaiser battling for second, and Sydney Thrasher out there, the junior from Homestead in lane 7, is hanging right there. Jackson makes the turn, heads for the breaststroke at 58.43. Kaiser was second at 1:00:18, and Lance in third at 1:00:31. Jackson well out in front. It's Lance and Kaiser battling for second, with Sid Thrasher in lane 7 and 4. Again, state cut time is 2:06:95. So besides our champion, that's the time that these girls are trying to get. Mallory makes the turn, heads for home, and second is teammate Veronica Lance. Laura Wright has come up to take fourth with Lily Kaiser in third. Mallory Jackson well out in the lead. Veronica Lance trying to hold on to second place as Lily Kaiser in 5 makes the charge. Laura Wright has 4th place for Dwenger as they head for home. No sectional record for Jackson, but she's not even in a tech suit. She's in a team suit, and she wins the event easily, followed by Veronica Lance in second, Lily Kaiser in third, Laura Wright 4th, Sydney Thrasher in 5th, Tora Waldron in 6th, Sam Horton from Carroll in 7th, and Kiara Arthur from Concordia Lutheran in 8th place. So Mallory Jackson, the defending sectional champion and sectional record holder, with her time of 2 minutes, 3.63 seconds, will be headed to the state meet next week in Indianapolis to swim. Veronica Lance finished second at 2:09:02. Doesn't mean she's not going, but she has to wait and see how the field fills out. Third place, Lily Kaiser, 2:09:63. Laura Wright finished 4th at 2:12:18. Sydney Thrasher 5th, 2 minutes 13.80 seconds. Cora Waldron in 6th, 2:15:78. Samantha Horton 7th, 2:16:03. Kiara Arthur 8th at 2:28:74.
16th place, Noah Walmsley, Delaney. 15th place, Andy Godfrey, Denver.
You might be able to hear the PA announcer announcing places 9th through 16th as the participants cool down from the IM. They'll soon be out of the water, take their positions behind the block where they finished, receive their ribbons for the 200-yard individual medley race. Last year, Mallory Jackson finished 9th at the state meet, but looks to improve on that finish this year as quite a few of the top 8 graduated. So next week, I look for Mallory Jackson to be fully tapered, wearing a championship suit, and contending for a state title. Cut into Homestead's lead a little bit there in that event, scoring 49 points to Homestead's 43 in the event. Brings our total through 3 events to Homestead 132, Carroll 129. And the only reason I'm giving just those 2 updates is because we are keeping these by hand. The scores aren't posted anywhere, so these are unofficial, but probably pretty close. I'd like to thank Austin Kressel for being our statistician today, keeping track of today's point totals. Next event will be event number 4 and our quickest event of the day, the girls 50-yard freestyle. State cut in this event is a 24.10, and the sectional record was set back in 2014 by Courtney Kressel in a time of 23.36 seconds. In lane 1, a junior from Concordia, Haley Ulmer. In lane 2, a junior from Lures, Leah Hall. In lane 3, a junior from Canterbury, Jessa Coomer. Lane 4, sophomore from Dwenger, Juliet Eckrich. In lane 5, a senior from Southside, Catherine Hart. Lane 6, a senior from Southside, Chloe Searfoss. Lane 7, a junior from Concordia, Sydney Weber. And in lane 8, a junior from Wayne, Kara Gerber. And they're off. This one's going to be a quick one. Off in lane 7 is Weber with a good start. Lane 3, Coomer has emerged as one of our leaders. Pretty straight across the pool at the turn. Lane 4, Eckrich with a slight lead. 10 yards to go. It's Eckrich in lane 4, and she is going to hold on for this final. Followed by Hart in 5, Coomer in lane 3. 4th place to Searfoss, 5th to Ulmer in lane 1, 6th to Leah Hall, 7th Kara Gerber, and 8th place Sydney Weber from Concordia. Let's set the lineup here for your championship final. In lane 1, senior Samantha Hinkleman from Homestead. Lane 2, sophomore Kylie Lyman from Homestead. Lane 3, sophomore Grace Hanna from Carroll. Lane 4, junior Avery Brooks from Carroll. Lane 5, freshman Tegan Moon from Carroll. Lane 6, junior Kendall Sager from Homestead. Lane 7, senior Jacqueline LaRue from Snyder. And in lane 8, senior Angelina Schemos from Northwood. Again, the state qualifying time 24:10. The champion will automatically advance to the state next week. Anyone that swims 24.10 or less. Defending champion in this event is Abby Johnston from Carroll, who now is down at the University of Cincinnati swimming. And they're off. Really good start by Moon off the block, but Brooks with some good underwater work has the early lead. Lane 7, Jacqueline LaRue with a solid start. They make the turn and start heading for home. It's Moon, Brooks. It's Moon and Brooks in 5 and 4. Looks like Avery Brooks is going to get to the wall first, and she does with a time of 24.08. Tegan Moon from Carroll second. Grace Hanna from Carroll third. Avery Brooks 24.08. Tegan Moon 24.19, missing the state cut by 0.09 of a second. So she'll sit around today waiting to see if she gets that call to fill out the field of 32, but Avery will be there for sure. And as the scoreboard goes out, we do know from our Carroll contingent to our left that they did finish 1, 2, 3 in the event. So 3rd place went to lane 3, Grace Hanna. We'd like to thank Parkview's new Ortho Express Clinic. It's your new home for all of your orthopedic needs. Instant access to physicians, x-rays, physical therapy performance, and our sports dietitian are all at our fingertips at the new Parkview Ortho Express. We meet the athlete when and where they are playing inside the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse with evening and weekend hours. Parkview Ortho Express. To learn more, visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com.
14th place for Miss Lewis Leah Hall. 13th place for Concordia Leah.
PA announcers announcing places 9 through 16 as the competitors exit the pool.
10th place for Southside Catherine Hart. 9th place for Miss Joanna Julia Edrick. Awards for championship heat. And 8th place for Northern Angelina Stemos. In 7th place from Snyder, Jacqueline Lou. In 6th place from Homestead, Samantha Hagelman. In 5th place from Homestead, Kendall Sager. In 4th place from Homestead, Kylie Lynham. In 3rd place from Carroll, Grace Smith. In 2nd place from Carroll, Deacon Lou. In the 2018 Sectional Girls 50-yard freestyle champion for the time of 24.08 from Carroll High School, Avery Brooks.
With that 1-2-3 finish for Carroll, that's 53 points in the event. With the 4-5-6 finish for Homestead, that's 42 points for them. Carroll, through 4 events, has taken the lead 182 to 174. Next up, we will have our last 3 rounds of diving. Earlier today, we had the preliminary rounds, and this is where Homestead is headed for potentially a 1-2-3 finish and would retake the lead. We still have quite a few events remaining. Diving, the butterfly, 100 free, 500 free, a couple relays, back, breast. So this is anyone's meet. Again, Carroll has won 3 straight girls sectionals following a 10-year run by Homestead. As they set up for the diving events now, we'll kind of let you know who the competitors are and where they stand through the 8 prelim dives from this morning. Leading the pack is Jackie Bren, a junior from Homestead and 2-time defending sectional champion. Jackie also won the state championship in 2016 and was runner-up in 2017. She's got 380.05 points. Second place is her teammate, junior Mallory Walker, with 342.75. Third place, Homestead's senior Kayla Luarde at 328.65 points. Fourth place is a freshman from Dwenger, Anna Yagi, with 315.35. In 5th place is sophomore Madison Gleave from Concordia, 312.1. In 6th place, sophomore Kaylee Kripe from Carroll, 296.30. 7th place, a freshman from Canterbury, Sophia Jimenez, 229.85. And 8th, senior from Snyder, Peyton Yocolette, 223.15. 9th place, senior Meredith Holland from Carroll at 189.75. 10th place, thus far, is a junior, Ariel Baker from Snyder High School. She has 174.3 points. 11th place, junior Casey Sneed from Southside with 169.55. And in 12th place is a freshman from Carroll, Emily Linder, with 163.2 points. Again, there are 8 preliminary dives held earlier this morning. They did 5 dives, then they had a break, continued with 3 dives following that, and that's how we've got to this point. Now each contestant will have 3 dives to finish the event. This event scored just like any other swimming event. Champion with 20 points, runner-up 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, down to 8th place. 9th place will get 9, 10th, 7th, 11th, 6th, and 12th place, 5 points. Diving's a little different than swimming. These divers don't go immediately to the state competition. What'll happen is the top 4 divers today will head to regional competition in Fishers Tuesday night. 5 sectionals feed into a regional, so there'll be 4 regionals across the state. And from there, the top 8 divers from each regional will join the swimmers next weekend next Saturday at IUP UI Natatorium in Indianapolis. Today's scores have nothing to do with the regional scores. We just take the top 4 swimmers, or top 4 divers, that is, and they will move on to the regionals. Everyone starts from scratch, and they'll perform 11 dives at regionals in an attempt to reach the state finals. Again, today's broadcast is being brought to you by Big Eyed Fish. Big Eyed Fish supports Fort Wayne area athletics and has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Originally located at historic 1502 North Wells Street, you can also visit their express locations at 3001 Hillegas Road and their express north location at 10380 Leo Road. Big Eyed Fish has a 4.3 star ranking out of 5 with over 215 Google reviews. Find us at originalbigeyedfish.com and bigeyedfishexpress.com. Like our Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment, all at Big Eyed Fish. Well, while the contestants warm up here getting ready for the diving competition, we'll turn it over to a couple of our sponsors, and we'll be back after these ads from SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
There's Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but broken up by Scott. He shoots, hits, scores!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne
The
hockey.
plung with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
And we're back here at the Helen P. Brown Natatorium in Fort Wayne, Indiana, where we're getting ready for the diving competition of IHSAA Sectional 6. Thus far, we've completed a relay and the 200 freestyle, the 200 individual medley, and the 50 freestyle. Some more swimming events to come up after diving. The divers continue to warm up. Our diving order today has been established by pre-meet draw. Mallory Walker from Homestead will be diving into one position. Sophia Jimenez from Canterbury, 2. Third is Anna Yagi from Dwenger. Fourth, Kaylee Kripe from Carroll. Fifth, Jackie Bren from Homestead. Again, Jackie is the 2016 state champion and 2017 state runner-up. Diving 6th, Peyton Yocolet from Snyder. 7th is Kayla Luarde from Homestead. 8th is Casey Sneed from Southside. 9th, Ariel Baker from Snyder. 10th, Emily Linder from Carroll. 11th, Meredith Holland from Carroll. And 12th, Madison Lee from Concordia. We've had 8 dives thus far. 3 more will complete the competition. Didn't have any failed dives this morning, so congratulations for the divers and their hard work. Being able to complete 11 dives is no easy task for the inexperienced diver. A couple kids that haven't been divers before have started recently. And to be able to perform 11 dives without failing, pretty impressive. You need to have 10 dives completed in order to qualify for the event. So you are allowed to fail 1. Again, we haven't had any failure yet this morning, so all divers seem to be in pretty good shape to score for their teams. Again, Jackie Bren is leading the way right now at 380.05 points, and her teammates Mallory Walker and Kayla Luarde are closely behind. As the divers get ready to participate, we will let you know their dive number and a brief description of the dive with the degree of difficulty. There are 7 judges on deck. Each judge will give a score to the dive. Your top 2 and bottom 2 scores are thrown out. So the 3 middle scores are added together, then multiplied by the degree of difficulty to come up with an award score for the dive. All dives are added together, and that's how we will come up with our champion and our finishers for this afternoon. Earlier today, we saw some fairly complicated dives. A couple participants dove with degrees of difficulty of 2.7. And as we get to the last 3 dives, I'd expect our top 6 performers to pull out some of their difficult dives in order to multiply their score times the degree of difficulty to potentially keep the lead or take the lead. We'd like to thank Parkview Sports Medicine for helping us put on today's broadcast. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. Our elite team of experts in orthopedic surgery, athletic rehabilitation, nutrition, and sports performance training offer athletes coordinated care and instant access at the new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic inside the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Also, ParkviewSportsMedicine.com is the new go-to for local sports with scores and highlights for all area schools. Parkview Sports Medicine wants to celebrate the accomplishments of athletes on and off the field. Check it out at parkviewsportsmedicine.com. To make Parkview Sports Medicine part of your team, give us a call at 260-266-4007 or log on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. As the divers continue to warm up, we will take a short break here. Again, you are watching IHSAA Swimming and Diving Sectionals on SummitCitySports.com.
Brooks steals it, tips it away to himself. He'll go to the hoop and slam it down.
They attack, they get a great shot.
Here he comes. And Lucas Cross.
Shot hits the post. And the centering feed to Luke Gibson. Shot scores!
The rush comes. Oh, almost picked off by Ethan Hoover.
And the takedown.
We're back here at the Helen P. Brown Natatorium on the campus of Southside High School. Diving warm-ups are about done. We will be headed to the competition here shortly. Again, we're 4 events into this sectional, with Homestead having won the 200-yard medley relay and Carroll finishing second, both teams qualifying for the state meet. The 200 freestyle was won by freshman Audrey Crowell of Homestead, and sophomore Maya Vanderhagen also swam the state qualifying time, so both those two competitors will be in Indianapolis next week. The 200 individual medley was won by our defending champion and record holder Mallory Jackson. She'll be headed to Indy next week. And the 50 freestyle was won by junior Avery Brooks of Carroll. She will be competing next week in the 50 free. Diving will be coming at us soon. Again, the top 4 performers in today's diving will head to Fishers High School next Tuesday evening for regional competition, where from there the top 8 divers will be part of the state meet at IUPUI Natatorium next Saturday afternoon. Last year the sectional was tight, as it has been for quite some time, with Carroll having won their 3rd in a row with scoring 532 points. Homestead 489, Snyder was 3rd at 297, Dwinger 4th at 215, and Concordia 5th at 212. Again, this year we expect Carroll and Homestead to be head and shoulders above when it comes to the scoring, but it doesn't mean that swimmers or divers from the other schools won't be joining them in Indianapolis next week at state. Both Carroll and Homestead are young teams, as their swimmers, there's only 4 seniors between the two swimming in today's meet. Homestead has 3 seniors and Carroll just 1. So a lot of these participants will be back next year. Homestead with 3 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 5 freshmen in the competition today. Carroll has a senior, 5 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 3 freshmen. Like I mentioned earlier, the freshmen aren't necessarily intimidated by this event and championship. Most of these kids have been swimming since their grade school days and have participated in age group events, from local meets to divisionals to state meets to some have even gone on to national competitions. And our PA announcer is now letting everyone know what our diving order is going to be.
Diving 3rd to Grinder,
Again, Jackie Brent leads the competition right now, followed by teammates Mallory Walker and Kayla Luarde. 4th place is Anna Yagi. 5th place is Madison Glee. Only 3.25 points separates 4th and 5th. Obviously, 4th goes on to regionals and 5th does not. So that will be interesting to watch. Anna dives 3rd, and Madison dives 12th in the rotation. 6th place, Kaylee Kripe. 7th place, Sophia Jimenez. In 8th place, currently, is Peyton Yocolet. In 9th place, Meredith Holland. 10th place Ariel Baker, 11th place Casey Sneed, and Emily Linder is in 12th. First diver up, Mallory Walker from Homestead. Mallory is performing a 52.23D. It's a back one somersault with 1 1/2 twist, free position, degree of difficulty 2.3. Again, the judges' scores, there's 7 judges, top 2, bottom 2 are thrown out. 3 in the middle will be added together and multiplied by that 2.3.
7.5, 7.5. On the board, Sophia Jimenez.
Mostly 6.5 to 7.5 scores for Mallory. It gives her a 50.6 and a total of 393.35 through 9 events. Next up, Sophia Jimenez from Canterbury. That was a 52.31D. Back 1 1/2 somersault with 1/2 twist, a 2.1 degree of difficulty. Judges' scores are being read, and they range from 4 to 6. So on that dive, 31.5 for the dive, 261.35 overall. Next up, Anna Yagi, freshman, Bishop Dwenger. With an inward dive in the pike position, a degree of difficulty of 1.5. Crowd seems to appreciate the dive, and judges do too. There's some 7s and 8s in there. Anna's score for the dive is 29.25. She's at 3:44.60 through 3 events. Kaylee Cripe, Carroll, performing a 103B forward 1 1/2 somersault in the pike position, and she nailed it. Nice dive by Kaylee. Kaylee's currently in 6th place. Degree of difficulty on that dive was 1.7. 6.5 primarily for Kaylee on the dive. Gives her an award at that dive for 32.3, and she's at 328.60 through 9 events. Jackie Bren on the board next. Jackie with a 52.33D. That was a back 1 1/2 somersault with 1 1/2 twists in the free position. A 2.5 degree of difficulty. That's a very difficult dive that Jackie made look easy. Jackie's score for that dive, 56.25, and she is now, again, our leader at 436.3. Peyton Yoklett from Snyder. Back 1 somersault, straight position.
5.5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5.
5.5 and 6s. Now up, Kayla Luarde. She was our 3rd place and through 8 dives, senior from Homestead, an Indiana recruit. 28.05 for that last dive for Peyton. That dive from Kayla was a 2.1 degree of difficulty. And as you would expect from a Big Ten recruit, she nails it.
8, 7, 6.5.
Nice scores for Kayla on that. She gets 44.1 and now has 372.75 through 3 dives. Kaylee Sneed, the junior from Southside, on the board.
Judges' scores: 4, 4.5, 5.5, 5.
AC's scores are ranging in the 4 to 5.5 range.
On the board, Ariel Baker.
Take that times per degree difficulty, 27.0 for the dive, 196.55 for the event. Ariel Baker from Snyder.
Judges score 4, 5, 5.
Ariel was in 10th place coming into the final 3 dives.
5.5.
Scores are in the 5.5 range, 24.00 for the dive, 198.3 for the event. Emily Linder from Carroll.
Judges score 4, 4, 4.5, 4, 4.5, 4.5.
One somersault with a 1 twist free for
On the
Emily.
board, Emily Linder. Emily's dive is a 51.22. Correction. On the board,
187.90 for Emily.
Meredith's dive is a 51.20.
Now up is Meredith Holland from Carroll. Seems to be a little confusion at the PA announcer as to who it is and what dive they're performing. Meredith looks calm and cool during this short delay.
On the board, Meredith Holland. Meredith's dive is a 51.21D.
51.21D, forward somersault with a 1/2 twist free, a 1.7 degree of difficulty. Meredith was 9th entering our final 3 dives.
Judges score 3, 3.5, 4, 4, 4.
Scores in the 3 to 4 range for Meredith on that dive. Gives her 18.7 and 208.45 through 9 dives. Up now is Madison Glebe from Concordia. She was in 5th place heading into our final 3 dives. Excellent dive by Madison, and the judges' scores reflect it. The 7s and 7.5s, and there's an even couple 8s thrown in there. That gives her 36.8 and 348.9 through 9 dives. That actually moves her into 4th place right now with 2 dives remaining. Back to the top with Mallory Walker from Homestead. Not sure what that look from Mallory was like, I actually did it, or a little bit of look of a shock on her face there as she came out of the water. Mallory's score now for 34.8, 428.15 through 10 dives. Sophia Jimenez from Canterbury on the board. Nice dive from the freshman.
4.5, 4.5, 5.5, 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.
5s and 5.5s. Give her a score of 34.1 and 295.45 through 10 events. Anna Yagi, currently in 5th place from Dwenger. Set to dive. Sixes and 6.5s for Anna. Kaylee Kright from Carroll. Anna 44.85 on that last dive, 389.45 through 10 dives.
1 twist free, 2.2. Double short. 6.5, 6, 6.5,
6 and 6.5 primarily for Kaylee on that dive. Next up is Jackie Bren from Homestead, currently our leader. Kaylee's dive was a 41.8. She now has 370.4 through 10 dives. Currently in 6th place. Right there shows you why that young lady has been a past state champion. She's pulling 8s and 7.5s on a dive that has a 2.6 degree of difficulty. 62.4 on that dive, 498.7 through 10. She's 21 points off of her sectional record. That was Peyton Yoklett from Snyder.
4, 5, 4.5, 4.5, 5, 4.5. On the board,
Kayla Duarte, the senior from Homestead next. 23.8 for Peyton on her dive, 275.00 through 10 dives. Nicely. 7s and 8s from the judges.
8, 7.5. On the board,
That dive 47.25, 420 now for 10 dives, putting her squarely in 3rd place. Kaylee Sneed, the junior from Southside.
5, 5.5, 4.5, 5, 5.5.
Scores range from 4 to 5.5 for Kaylee. Casey, 21-7, 218, 25 through 10 dives. Ariel Baker from Snyder High School. Waste no time. As the PA announcer was done announcing her dive, she was set and ready to go.
No award.
No award for that dive.
Emily's dive is a 101C.
It's not properly completed, therefore no points are scored. Emily Linder from Carroll.
Judges score. 5, 4.5, 5, 5.5, 5.5, 4.5.
Scores range from 4 to 5.5 on that dive for Emily. 17.4, 205.3 through 10 dives. Meredith Holland from Carroll on the board.
Judges score. 4.5, 4.5.
Scores in the 4.5 to 5.5 range for Meredith on that dive. And Madison Glebe here will complete our 10th round of diving. Meredith's dive was 16.80, 225.25 for 10 dives.
Judges score. 4.5, 5, 5.
Madison entered that dive at 348.90 for the competition.
This will begin our last round of diving.
It's a 34.8 to get to 383.7.
On the board, Mallory. Mallory's dive is 105C. Forward, 2.5 somersault tuck, 2.4.
Our top 6 divers. Through 10 rounds, Jackie Bren leads, followed by teammates Mallory Walker and Kayla Duarte. That was Mallory right there. 4th place, Hannah Yagi. 5th, Madison Glebe. And 6th, Kaylee Cripe.
8. On the board, Sophia.
Nice dive for Mallory to finish the competition. 57.6. She's got 485.75. Sophia Jimenez for her final dive today.
Judges score 5, 5.5, 5.5, 5.5.
5s and 5.5s for Sophia.
5.5.
Anna Yagi, currently in 4th place through 10 dives. Next up, 36.3 for Sophia, 3831.75 for the day. Well done by Anna, a freshman. Knowing where she stands in the competition, no the regionals, and that she's sitting in 4th place. She calmly stepped up there and performed a degree of difficulty dive of 2.4 without fail. 46.8, 436.25 for Anna. Kaylee Kripe for Carol. She was in 6th place after 10 dives. 7s and 7.5s primarily for Kaylee. Jackie Brenn, our leader, could probably do a cannonball right now and still win this event.
2 twist 3, 2.6.
But instead, Jackie performs a dive with a 2.6 degree of difficulty.
6.5. 6.5.
A 1 1/2 somersault, 2 twists.
6.5. On the board, Peyton.
We'll tighten that up a little bit next week for the state for the regional competition. 5:48.10 for Jackie Brenn. She smashes her sectional record.
Judges scores 6.5, 6.5.
That was Peyton Yokelet.
6.5, 6.5, 6.5. On the
Now up, Kayla Luarde, currently in 3rd place through 10 dives. $306.20 for the competition for Peyton.
On the board, Kayla. Kayla's dive is a 51.34D.
51.33D. 1 1/2 somersaults, 2 twists, free position, 2.6 degree of difficulty for Kayla. Her final sectional dive. She made it look easy. 6.5s and 7s for Kayla should keep her in the top 3. 474.60 for Kayla. Casey Sneed from Southside, the junior. 218.25 coming into this dive.
Judges score 3, 3.5, 4.5, 4, 4.5, 5.
Scores range between 3.5 and 5. On the board, Ariel Baker from Fort Wayne Snyder. 237.45 is Casey's finishing score.
Judges score 4.5, 5, 5.5.
Emily Linder from Carroll
5.5, 5.5, 4.5. On the board,
will be next.
Emily's dive is a 402C. Inward somersault.
223.90. Ariel finishes the competition with a 223.90 score. Emily Linder for Carroll. We got 3 more participants, and that will wrap up today's diving.
Judges score 4, 3, 4, 3.5, 3.
Scores range from 3 to 4 for Emily.
3.5. On the board,
Her teammate Meredith Holland, the senior, up next.
Reverse side tuck, 1.6.
2:22.10, Emily's final score for her 11 rounds of diving. Meredith enters this dive at 2:25.25, looking to add to that total.
Judges score 4, 4, 4.5, 5, 5, 4.
4s and 5s for Meredith's final dive. Our final diver will be Madison Green.
Reverse 1.5 somersault tuck, 2.1. Judges score 6, 6.5, 6.5, 6.5, 7, 7.
All that's left to find out is who will be fourth in this competition. Madison's final dive gives her an award of 40.95, 424.65 for the competition, and that will do it for diving. Now these results are unofficial. This is just me jotting down things. Jackie Bren, this is official. Jackie set a new sectional record by winning the event with a score of 548.10. Her teammate, Mallory Walker, was second at 485.75. Kayla Luarde from Homestead finishes third at 474.60. And joining the three Homestead Spartans at regionals on Tuesday night at Fishers will be freshman Anna Yagi from Bishop Dwenger, who scored 436.25, narrowly beating fifth place Madison Glee from Concordia. 11.6 points separated the two, and that's the difference between ending your season and moving on to regionals. So looks like Jackie Bren, Mallory Walker, Kayla Luarde load up the Homestead bus. You're headed to Fishers, and if there's an extra seat available, maybe you can let the Bishop Dwenger Saint, a freshman, Anna Yagi, tag along and gain some experience. Well, that completes the diving here as we wait for the official results and the awards. Pool workers go back into place, setting the lane lines, reestablishing the flags. It's a well-oiled machine here at the natatorium. These guys, as soon as the diving was over, you had 6 or 7 people jump into action, putting the flags back up, moving the lane markers back into place, and putting up the boards so we can resume the swimming competition. Again, I would like to thank some of our sponsors. The Fort Wayne Comets have won 9 championships in 65 years of calling Fort Wayne home. The Comets have attracted over 1.2 million fans to the Coliseum over the past 4 years, with an average attendance of over 7,500 per game. For game info and tickets, go to comets.com. You can also follow the Comets on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Next event, swimming event, will be the 100-yard butterfly. And we'll be back with that after a few words from our sponsor. You're watching IHSAA Sectional Swimming on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than like the morning. Your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but it's broken up by Scott. He shoots, hits guard.
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne Hockey.
Plong with the dink.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
We're back here at the Helen P. Brown Natatorium where we've just finished up the diving competition. Swimmers are warming up. We will have the diving awards, and then we will get right back into the swimming with the 100-yard butterfly. Homestead taking 1, 2, 3 in the diving competition will propel them to the lead in the swim and dive scoring. Once we have the official diving results, we'll be able to tabulate those scores and get them to you. Congratulations to Jackie Bren on her 3rd straight sectional title and breaking her own sectional record with an 11 dive score of 548.1. It wasn't even close. Second place was 485.75. So Jackie had a wonderful day. Hopefully she can take that performance into the regionals next week, advance to the state, and try to get back up on that winner's podium like she did in 2016. Swimmers continue to warm up here after we had about a 30-minute break or so for diving. Get them loosened up, get them ready to go again. And you are watching IHSAA Sectional 6 Swimming and Diving on SummitCitySports.com. You can follow us on Twitter at 260sports and like our Facebook page at Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for many events in the Fort Wayne area involving all our local high schools. Again, I would like to thank Meet Director and Natatorium Director Liz Kaywood for her hospitality and her staff, allowing us to get in here a little bit early and set things up so we can bring you all of today's action. Much appreciated. While we've got a break here, we'll fire up a couple scores in college basketball. Right now, with 10 minutes to go in the second half, Duke, the number 4 team in the country, is trailing St. John's 59-50. Kansas, the number 7 team in the country, is trailing Oklahoma State 72-65. So 2 top 10 teams right now in the final 10 minutes of the game are trailing. Number 8 Cincinnati leads UConn 59-47. Later today, number 3 ranked Purdue travels to Rutgers, and 2nd ranked Virginia to Syracuse. 5th ranked Michigan State at unranked Indiana later this evening. As the swimmers continue to warm up and the diving results are tabulated, we're going to take a quick break. Again, you are watching IHSAA Swimming and Diving on SummitCitySports.com.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go, the same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but it's broken up by Scott. He shoots, hits guard.
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne hockey.
Long with the dink.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freeby with the shot from the point. He scores!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
And we're back here at the Helen P. Brown Natatorium at Southside High School, where we continue with today's sectional swimming and diving meet. We have the results from the diving. Jackie Bren with her third straight sectional title and new sectional record at 548.1 from Homestead. Homestead's Mallory Walker in second, 485.75. In third place was Kayla Luarde from Homestead, 474.60. Fourth place from Bishop Dwenger, Anna Yagi, 436.25. Again, those top four will head to Fishers Tuesday night for regional diving with the chance of heading on to next week's state finals. Fifth place from Concordia, Madison Glee, 464.65. Sixth place, Carroll's Kaylee Kripe, 417.65. In seventh, Sofia Jimenez from Canterbury, 331.75. Eighth place, Peyton Yokelet from Snyder, 306.20. Ninth place from Carroll, Meredith Holland, 245.25. 10th place from Southside, Casey Sneed, 237.45. In 11th place, Ariel Baker from Snyder, 223.9. And in 12th place from Carroll, Emily Linder at 222.10. So in that event, Carroll goes 6, 9, and 12. Homestead goes 1, 2, 3, and takes a 227 to 209 point lead in the sectional swim and dive competition. Next up will be the 100-yard butterfly. In the 100-yard butterfly, the state cut is 57.08. The state cuts are established by taking the 16th place finisher in the state meet from the previous 3 seasons and averaging that time. That becomes the state qualifying time, the auto qualifying time to reach the state meet. Last year's champion was Abby Johnston from Carroll High School. She's now at the University of Cincinnati swimming. And our record goes all the way back to 2012 when Carroll's Sydney Bull finished the event in 55.35 seconds. Sydney went on to have a swimming career at the University of Utah. So a lot of different schools represented in our record holders and defending champions. Jackie has one more year to be diving, but I can rest assured you're going to see her diving in college one day. So good luck to Jackie, Mallory, Kayla, and Anna as they head to regional competition Tuesday night in Fishers. Now, as we get the timers set, the officials back in place, we're going to head to the consolation finals of the 100-yard butterfly. Swimming in lane 1 from Lures, Joe Pendergrast. Lane 2 from Lures, Abby Grabner. Lane 3 from Snyder, Callie Prokaska. Lane 6 from Concordia, lane 4 from Concordia, Lauren Dorfler. Lane 5 from Concordia, Kiera Arthur. Lane 6 from Dwenger, Megan Walden. Lane 7 from Canterbury, Emma Nadeski. And in lane 8 from Wayne, Morgan Wolf. Starters getting ready to call him to the block. A Again, a state cut of 57.08 for this event. A clean start, and Lauren Dorfler from Concordia is out to an early lead, followed by her teammate Kiera Arthur in lane 5. Dorfler makes the turn in the lead. More underwater work done by Arthur, but Dorfler continues to lead. Let's see if that does anything for the final 50 of this race. Lauren touches first at 29.66, Kiera at 30.47 as they head for the last lap. About a 3/4 body length lead for Lauren Dorfler under teammate Kiera Arthur. The two cadets have this race 1-2, look pretty comfortable to finish 9th and 10th for the sectional. And off the turn, it's still Lauren Dorfler in the lead, followed by Kiera Arthur. Third place out there in lane 6 is Megan Walden, and fourth place lane 3, Callie Prokaska from Snyder. And at the wall, it's going to be Dorfler, followed by Arthur, and Callie Prokaska from Snyder comes in third. Fourth place goes to Megan Walden. Fifth place, Joe Pendergrass. Sixth place, Emma Nadeski. Seventh place, Abby Grabner. And eighth place out there in lane 8, Morgan Wolf. Now we set for the championship final of the girls' 100-yard butterfly event 6. Swimming in the A final from Homestead, lane 1, Ellie Denise. Lane 2 from Homestead, Shelby Christ. Lane 3 from Carroll, Maya Vanderhagen. Lane 4 from Homestead, Audrey Crowell. Lane 5 from Carroll, Tegan Moon. Lane 6 from Carroll, Veronica Lance. Lane 7 from Concordia, Natalie Hazlett. And in lane 8 from Snyder, Mariah Swardson. Only 1/10 of a second separated first and second in the prelims between Crowell and Moon, the freshman. And they're off, and it's a good start out there in lane 6 from Veronica Lance. Again, Vanderhagen in 3, Crowell in 4, Moon in 5, Lance in 6. And as they come by on the first 50, it looks like Maya Vanderhagen from Carroll has a slight lead. But it's Audrey Crowell to touch first at 26.05. Moon in second, 26.24. Vanderhagen 26.39 at the turn. Those two 1-2-3 with Lance in third, Lance in fourth, Kristen fifth. And they touch at the wall and they're coming home for the final 25. It's Crowell in 4, followed by Moon and Vanderhagen. Audrey Crowell looking for her second sectional title today. Moon at the wall, and at the touch, it's Crowell, Moon, Vanderhagen, Lance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crowell's time of 55.97. 57.08 to get to state. And we had our top 3 competitors, the freshman Crowell, the freshman Moon, and the sophomore Vanderhagen, all swimming below the state cut time, and will be headed to Indianapolis. Veronica Lance, very close. Wouldn't be surprised if she gets a call to join them next week. So it was Crowell in lane 4 winning with the event with 55.97. Sydney, if you're out there listening, your record is safe for one more year. Second place went to Tegan Moon from Carroll at 56.04. Third place, Maya Vanderhagen from Carroll, 56.42. Veronica Lance at 57.36 finished fourth. Natalie Hazlett from Concordia finished fifth at 59.71. Sixth place went to Homestead's Shelby Christ at 1:00:45. Seventh place, Homestead's Ellie Denise at 1:01:17. And in eighth place, Snyder's Mariah Swardson, 1 minute, 3.06 seconds. Again, our top finisher, Audrey Crowell, automatically goes to state. She'll be joined by Tegan Moon and Maya Vanderhagen for both swimming under the state qualifying times.
In 8th place from Snyder, Mariah Swartzer.
And with Carroll's 2-3-4 finish, Homestead 1st, 6th, and 7th. The sectionals tightened up a little bit. Carroll picked up 3 points in that event. Homestead now leads 272 to 257 through 6 of our 12 events. We're halfway home. We do have 2 relays left, which are double points, so those will be quite important. And only 1 entry per team, so that 40 or 34 could be the difference. This might come down to the 400 free relay at the end.
The time of 55.97 from Homestead, Audrey Powell.
That's 3 sectional titles for the freshman, Aubrey Crowell. She won the 200 medley relay. She won the 200 free, and she won the 100-yard butterfly.
The top 4 divers, Jackie Wren, Crowley Walker, Kaylee Marty, and Anna Yaki.
Now we're heading into the 100-yard freestyle.
Top 4 divers.
Last year's champion, Megan Johnson, having a great freshman season at Purdue. She's also the record holder She swam a 51.41 last year to win the sectional. The state cut is 52.34 to automatically get you to Indy. Swimming in lane 1 from Canterbury, Rachel LaRue. Lane 2, Northrop's Angelina Schemos. Lane 3, Dwangers, Julia Eckrich. Lane 4, Wayne's Zoe McGee. Lane 5, Concordia's Hannah Bidas. Lane 6, Southside's Catherine Hart. Lane 7, Snyder's Abigail Mayhew. And in lane 8, Bishop Dwinger's Caitlin Pranger. After the 50, first at the wall is in lane 3. The touchpad didn't register, but in lane 3, Julia Eckrich is out with the lead. Slight lead over lane 4, Zoe McGee. As the swimmers reach the 75-yard mark in their final turn, looks like it's Eckrich, McGee, and Bidas, 1, 2, 3. Bidas is making a charge, but Eckrich looks like she's got this race well in hand. And in lane 3, Julia Eckrich is first to the wall in 1:01:53. Second, Zoe McGee, 1:02:47. Sorry, second would be Hannah Bidas at 1:02 flat. Third was Zoe McGee at 1:02:47. Now the contingent from Carroll and the contingents from Homestead rise to cheer on their girls. Lane 1, Sydney Tryon, a senior from Dwinger. Lane 2, Kendall Sager, a junior from Homestead. Lane 3, Marissa Kozel, a junior from Carroll. Lane 4, Maggie Stock, a freshman from Homestead. Lane 5, Avery Brooks, a junior from Carroll. Lane 6, Madeline Reitzert, a freshman from Carroll. Lane 7, Samantha Hinkleman, a senior from Homestead. And in lane 8, Jacqueline LaRue, a senior from Fort Wayne Snyder. Being that the touchpad didn't work on the turn there in lane 3, I think there's a little communication between the starter and the officials at the table. They're relaying to each other on the radios to make sure they got who finished that consolation final in the correct order, because the board doesn't necessarily show the correct order because it doesn't show Julie Eckrich finishing. And we saw her get first place in the heat. Again, the state cut in this event is 52.34. Maggie Stock swam 52.30 this Thursday night in the prelims. The time doesn't count. You've either got to win this race or swim under that time to get there. hand it over to the starter. Now to an early lead, looks like it's Avery Brooks in 5, followed by Maggie Stock in 4. As they come by us for the second time, it's Brooks and Stock. Stock has made up some ground on this second 25 and will take the lead at the turn. Maggie Stock at 24.68, Avery Brooks at 25.14 or 1-2. Third place is Marissa Kozel. She did a 25.6. Maggie Stock's got a body length lead as they turn at the 75. Looks strong. She should comfortably win this race. Avery Brooks second, Marissa Kozel third. It's a battle for fourth place between Madeline Reitzart in 6th and Kegel Sagar in 2, and it's going to be Reitzart at the wall. Stock wins the event and sets a new sectional record at 50.99 seconds. The freshman setting a new sectional record by going under 51 seconds. Avery Brooks second at 52.54. Marissa Kozel third at 53.88. Brooks missed the state cut by 0.2 of a second. Again, there's not always 32 or 20 sectional winners and 12 people going under the state cut time, so it's possible she could be joining Maggie Stock at state next week. But what a swim from the freshman, a 50.99 to set the sectional record. Congratulations to that young lady. To round out the order was Maddie Reitzart in 4th, Kendall Sager in 5th, Sydney Tryon in 6th, Sam Hinkleman in 7th, and Jacqueline LaRue in 8th place.
11th place going to Dee Wayne. 10th place Hannah Beavis in Concordia. And 9th place.
So 1st, 5th, and 6th for Homestead. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th for Carroll.
Here are your top 8. In 8th place for Shire, Jacqueline LaRue. In 7th place for Homestead, Samantha Hinkleman.
Next event, we're going to bring out the counters. It will be the 500-yard freestyle. The PA announcer is announcing the results of the 100 free. Fun to hear the response from our right, from the Homestead contingent when they announce Maggie's sectional record.
Second place from Carroll, Avery Brooks. And first place from Homestead at the time of 50.99, a new record in the girls 100-yard freestyle sectional record from Homestead, Maggie Stock.
Maggie Stock. Let's remember that name for a few more years and see how low she can go during her high school career. Carroll's 2-3-4 performance did pick up 2 points in the overall standings, giving them 305 for the event. Homestead leads with 318, so it's 318 to 305 Homestead through the 100 free. Now as we set ourselves up for the girls' 500-yard freestyle, there'll be 2 heats of this. Starter calls the ladies to the blocks. Counters are in place. Swimming in lane 1, Lily Schenkel from Dwenger. Lane 2, Landon Annie Heerhoff from Concordia. Lane 3, Caroline Burnham from Dwenger. Lane 4, Chloe Searfoss from Southside. Lane 5, Kylie Chandler from Concordia. Lane 6, Lily Marcourt from Northrop. Lane 7, Leah Hall from Lures. And in lane 8, Marina Dellin from Canterbury. Last year's champion Maya Vanderhagen not competing in the 500 free this year. She competed in the 200 free and the 100 fly for Carroll. The state cut is 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 5:05.24. And the sectional record, we got to go back to the last century when Rebecca Wilson set the sectional record at 4 minutes, 55.52 seconds. That is our only record that is from the 1900s. So we're 100 yards into this event, and out there with the lead is lane 2, Annie Freehov from Concordia. Pace is important in this, and I'm not sure exactly how each individual wants to race this, but they listen to their coaches and look at their coaches when they breathe on the sideline, and their coaches will tell them if they're on pace, off pace, pick it up, slow down. Annie was the top 50 there. She swam that in 37.03. And she continues the lead. In second place is Chloe Searfoss from Southside. She's in lane 4. But Ann Hrehoff from Concordia continues to lead as we head towards the 200-yard mark. The field's starting to thin out a little bit or spread themselves out. 38.64 for that split for Annie. And Chloe went 38.40, so she picked up a little ground on that last 50. Right now it's Annie Hrehoff in first, Chloe Seafrost in second place. In lane 5 is Kylie Chandler from Concordia in third place, and in fourth place in lane 3 is Caroline Burnham, a sophomore from Bishop Dwenger. .1 for her last split. She gained a little ground as Chloe went 39.49. 3:03.43 at the halfway point for Ann. 6:31.83 was her prelims time. Again, it's Hrehoff in first, Seafrost second. Searfoss. Third place is Chandler, and in fourth place is Caroline Burnham. Hrehoff finishes her 300 with a 39.16 split, 40.29 for Searfoss, 39.22 for Chandler. So Chandler out there in lane 5, Kylie Chandler is picking up the pace a little bit, and she is right on Chloe's tail for second place. Ann Hrehoff continues to lead at this point here in the 500. I've got a special guest here. I am joined by 3-time sectional champion and sectional record holder, former state champion Jackie Brenn. Congratulations on setting the record and winning the sectional today, Jackie. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good. Winning the third time in a row.
Is there anything special that you brought out today? I mean, that was you destroyed your record. It wasn't even close. Is there anything special you've been working on that propelled you to that score?
Just keep doing reps at practice and working my hardest, and the support of my teammates really helped me through that too.
Well, it's got to help having teammates that finish right behind you to push you on a daily basis. When was it that you started diving? How old were you?
When I was like 7 years old.
7 years old. And you've been doing it ever since?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, you're a junior this year. Have you started looking at colleges at all?
Not really.
Not at all?
No.
Have colleges been looking at you?
Some of them have, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, enjoy the process. You've got about a year and a half to go until you have to, or about a year until you make that decision. I wish you all the luck next week at regionals, continued success at the state meet, and try to bring home Homestead another state title in diving.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations. Go cheer on your teammates.
Thanks.
All right, here we get in the 500 freestyle. We've got the last 50 yards coming up. In lane 5, we've got Kylie Chandler taking the lead. In second place in lane 2, Annie Grehall. Chandler's got the lead. Searfoss given a challenge for second. And it's Kylie Chandler winning these consolation finals. Final time of 6:21.57. She takes 7 seconds off her time from Thursday night. Second place goes to Chloe Searfoss. Third place, Ann Grehall. Fourth goes to Caroline Burnham. Fifth place to Lily Markhart. Sixth place to Leah Hall. Seventh to Lily Schinkel. And eighth to Marina Dillon. Again, heading into the 500 freestyle, Homestead has a 13-point lead on Carroll, 318 to 305. Each team has 3 swimmers in the 500. Carroll with swimmers in lanes 1, 2, and 5. Homestead with swimmers in lanes 3, 4, and 6. The PA address announcer turns it over to the starter. In lane 1, we have Maddie McIntosh, a junior from Carroll. Lane 2, Delaney Greer, a junior from Carroll. Lane 3, Kylie Meyer, a junior from Homestead. Lane 4, Lily Kaiser, a freshman from Homestead. Lane 5, Gretchen Kraus, a junior from Carroll. Lane 6, Ella Sackett, a freshman from Homestead. Lane 7, Mariah Swartzen, a senior from Snyder. And in lane 8, Haley Dubé, a sophomore from Concordia. Out to the early lead after 50 yards is Gretchen Kraus in lane 5. She was the 2016 sectional champion. Last year, her teammate Maya Vanderhagen edged her out. Again, state cut time is 5 minutes, 5.24 seconds, and our sectional record held by Rebecca Wilson in 1999 swam a 4-minute 55.52 seconds. We're through 100 yards in 1-2. We got Gretchen Kraus and the freshman Lily Kaiser. Quite the meet the freshmen from Homestead are putting together today, with Audrey Crowell with her 2 titles and Maggie Stock setting a record, her title, and another swim yet to come. The freshmen from Homestead are putting on quite the show. At 150, Lily Kaiser's got the lead on Gretchen Kraus. They're both split 30.7 times, so they're going about equal to each other. Third place out here in lane 3 is Kylie Meyer from Homestead. Lily Kaiser continues to lead Gretchen Kraus by about half a body length. Her teammates, Kylie Meyer and Ellie Sackett, are in 3rd and 4th, lanes 3 and 6. Kaiser picked up about a half a second in that last 50. Looks to be swimming a pretty strong race here as she heads to the halfway point. Her time of 5:18.2 in the prelims on Thursday earned her lane 4. 4 seconds better than Gretchen Kraus. At the halfway point, Kaiser 31-15 split, Kraus 31-68, so another half a second, Lily increased her lead. Lily's got a nice smooth stroke, a nice pace about her as she continues to lead with Gretchen Kraus about a body length and a half behind. Homestead, all swimmers, Meyer and Sackett are in third and fourth place respectively. 31-21 for Kaiser, 31-71 for Kraus. Another half second, she builds on her lead at the 300-yard mark. Looks like Kraus is trying to give it a little bit of a push right now. Doesn't want to let her get too far out in front. Kaiser 31-55 on that split. Kraus 31-68, so even though Gretchen's pushing it a little bit, Lily continues to build on her lead. Third and fourth remain Kylie Meyer and Ellis Sackett. Fifth place, Maddie McIntosh. Sixth place, Delaney Greer from Carroll. So we got Homestead 1-3-4, Carroll 2-5-6 right now as we get to the 400-yard mark. Lily Kaiser, the freshman from Homestead, 31-39 there, 31-41 for Kraus, so she's keeping up with her. Does she have enough in the tank for this last 100 yards? 32-96 for Meyer and 33-28 for Sackett on those splits. Kaiser continues to lead. Has about a body length and a half lead on Gretchen Kraus from Carroll. The 450 splits, there's the bell from the starter. 31-12 for Kaiser, 31-59 for Kraus. Kaiser stretched her lead out, got about 2 body lengths now as she heads for home. Again, sectional record 455.52, 5:05.24 is your state cut time. Lily Kaiser is going to, the freshman, is going to win this event. That is the 4th win for a Homestead freshman today. Lily Kaiser finishes it out with a 30.2 on her final split. Gretchen Kraus goes 30.7. Kaiser wins at 5:06.15. Kraus second, 5:08.94. Meyer third. Sackett fourth. Meyer's time 5 minutes 19.53. Sackett 5:21.74. Maddie McIntosh from Carroll finishes 5th. Delaney Greer from Carroll 6th. McIntosh's time 5:28.74. Greer 5:34.34. Mariah Swardson from Snyder finishes in 7th place. And Haley Dubai from Concordia Lutheran will finish in 8th. Swardson 5:45.22. Dubai has 25 yards left to finish. Dubé, that probably is. I'm mispronouncing her name as she finishes. But Haley, the sophomore from Concordia, had a 6:21.87 in prelims on Thursday night and will better that time today. $37.81 in her final split, 6:20.61. So Haley did better her prelim time, and that's always what you want to see a finalist do, whether they finish in 1st place or 8th place. You want to see that championship swim a little bit better than the prelim swim. So in that event, again, Lily Kaiser is your winner in a time of 5 minutes, 6.15 seconds. Gretchen Kraus from Carroll second, 5:08.94. Homestead finishes 1st, 3rd, and 4th in that event, earns 51 points. Carroll finishes 2nd, 5th, and 6th in the event, scoring 44 points. Homestead has now opened up a 20-point lead at 369 to 349 with 4 events remaining. Again, Homestead 369, Carroll 349 with 4 events remaining. announcer announces our finishers for the 500 freestyle.
In 8th place, Manny Delay, Victoria.
Just as we expected the finish to be, no problems in the 500 free.
LTB!
Again, you are watching IHSAA Girls Sectional 6 Swimming and Diving on SummitCitySports.com. You can follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all sorts of exciting action from local high schools. Next up is our 200 freestyle relay. Last year, Carroll won the event. The record is held by Homestead with a time of 1 minute 35.92 seconds in 2011. The state cut is 138.71. Last year, both Carroll and Homestead made the state. Carroll finishing 6th and Homestead finishing 20th in state last year. Our first final, we're going to have Northside in lane 3, Canterbury in lane 4, and Southside in lane 5. First into the water for Northside in lane 3 is Hannah Madsen. She'll be followed by fellow sophomore Abby Shearer. Brenna Bailey, a junior, will swim the third leg, and Dominique Wells-White will anchor it for Northside. In lane 4 is Canterbury, led off by Andy Godfrey, a junior, Rachel LaRue, a senior, Elizabeth Heine, a senior, and Jessie Coomer, a junior, will follow. Lane 5, Catherine Hart, senior from Southside, is followed up by a pair of juniors, Casey Sneed, Kaylee Shadle, and finished up by Chloe Searfoss, who just swam that 500 free anchor leg. So we're on to the second position here. In the water is LaRue for Canterbury and Shearer Northside and Sneed for Southside. It's Canterbury with a slight lead, about a body length, as LaRue will hand off to Heine. Into the water for Southside is Kaylee Shadle. Big lead for Canterbury here. Northside's Abby Shearer is handing off to Brenna Bailey for the third leg for Northside. Canterbury with a large lead here of about 2.5 body lengths. Anchoring will be Jessica Coomer for the Cavs. Chloe Searfoss will go in the water for Southside in lane 5. And the anchor for Northside, Dominique Wells-White. Canterbury has this consolation final well under control. Didn't look like the official on the far side made any notes, so I'm thinking all good exchanges. You won't really know until after the race is finished. Coomer coming in strong to the wall for Canterbury, and they will win this consolation heat. The final split of 29-3-2. Second to the wall, Searfoss for Southside. And Wells-White will finish it up for Northside. 2:02.42 for Canterbury, 2:07.50 for Southside, and Northside is about to finish with a time right around 2:29.5. Now we head to the championship finals. It's going to get loud in here again as teams cheer for the relays. We're going to have Wayne in lane 1, Dwenger in lane 2, Snyder in 3, Carroll in 4, Homestead in 5, Northrop in 6, Concordia in 7, Lures in 8. Changes been made in the Homestead lineup from Thursday night, as you list 8 swimmers on your relay, and 4 of those need to swim. So we've made a little bit of a change. Homestead saw something that they wanted to make a change, and they put Kylan Lynham, the sophomore, in the leadoff leg We'll set the swimmers for you as they get going. In lane 1, Fort Wayne is Kara Gerber. Lane 2, Dwinger, Caitlin Pranger. Lane 3, Snyder, Mariah Swartzen. Avery Brooks for Carroll's in 4th. Kylan Lynham and Homestead for 5th. Lane 5, lane 6 is Northrup's Tanya Barrett. Lane 6, Concordia, Ann Brehog. And in lane 7th is Lewis Meredith Zay. Avery Brooks out to the early lead. She's going to hand it off to Maya Vanderhagen, the sophomore, who's into the water. Next for Homestead in lane 5, Maggie Stock, the freshman, who's coming off the record-setting 100 freestyle swim. 3rd place, Alexandra Galassini for Snyder. Stock is picking up ground on Vanderhagen. Vanderhagen going to hand it off to Tegan Moon. Stock going to hand it off to Lily Kaiser. Kaiser, fresh off her 500-yard freestyle win. Moon with about a body length lead. Snyder's 3rd, into the water's Jenna Habish. Moon with about a half a body length lead on Kaiser. Will hand it off to the sophomore Mallory Jackson to anchor it. Katie Walther from Homestead anchors it for the Spartans. Jackson's into the water. Got about a body length and a half lead. Nobody's going to catch her. Mallory Jackson's going to bring it home for Carroll. Homestead 2nd. Into the water for Snyder is Jacqueline LaRue. She's going to finish 3rd. 4th place, Dwenger, Caroline Burnham. Mallory Jackson finishes the relay for Carroll. Katie Walther 2nd. 3rd is Jacqueline LaRue for Snyder. 4th place, Caroline Burnham for Dwenger. It's a battle for 5th and 6th out there in lanes 6 and 7. That's Angelina Schemos for Northrop and Sydney Weber for Concordia. Schemos to the wall first. 7th place goes to Zoe McGee from Wayne. And in 8th place, Joe Pendergrast from Lourdes. So Carroll really needed that relay, being down by 20 points heading into it and only 4 events to go. They pick up 6 points, narrow the gap a little bit. State qualifying time of 1:38.71 was met by 2 schools. Carroll, 1:35.54, Homestead, 1:38 flat. Both relays will be heading to next week's state meet. As the ladies warm down prior to the awards, we'll get you an update on the team scoring. That was 40 points for Carroll, 34 points for Homestead. So currently Homestead with a 14-point lead, 403 to 389 over Carroll. Again, Carroll has won 3 straight sectionals. Homestead prior to that had won 10 in a row. So it's obviously the class of Fort Wayne swimming is those 2 programs. It's the depth of the programs that put them head and shoulders above the rest. Dwenger, Concordia have some really good swimmers. Snyder with some really good swimmers, just not enough depth to keep up with Homestead and Carroll. Again, 403 to 389, Homestead with the unofficial lead at this point. Congratulations to Carroll's Avery Brooks, Maya Vanderhagen, Tegan Moon, and Mallory Jackson. Not a senior in that bunch. They'll be headed to the state meet, as will Homestead's Kylie Lyman, Maggie Stock, Lily Kaiser, and Katie Walther. Not a senior in that bunch. So good things to come for both relays as they head to state next week. Next event, well, we're giving away the awards for the 200 freestyle relay. Concordia was in 6th place. That's Annie Grehov, Haley Dubay, Haley Ulmer, Sydney Weber. 4th place was Dwenger, Caitlin Pranger, Megan Walden, Julia Eckwright, and Carolyn Burnham. Snyder finished 3rd, Mariah Swartzen, Alexandra Galassini, Jenny Habish, and Jacqueline LaRue. Homestead did swim the state qualifying time. Second place in your champion is Carol. I didn't realize it, but Carol, with that swim of 1:35.54, broke Homestead's record from 2011 of 1:35.92. So congratulations, Avery Brooks, Maya Vanderhagen, Tegan Moon, and Mallory Jackson. You can come back next year and try to break your record. $14 points separate these teams with the backstroke, breaststroke, and 400 free relay remaining. Now we go into the girls' 100-yard backstroke. Starter calls the consolation heat into the water. Whistle blows, crowd quiets. Allie Godfrey from Canterbury, lane 1. Maya Rizzo, Northside, lane 2. Noah Wallace, Dwenger, lane 3. Tanya Barrett, Northrop, lane 4. Raven Schroyer, Bishop Lures, lane 5. Savannah Swagner, Concordia Lutheran, lane 6. Jenna Havish, Snyder, lane 7. And Kylie Chandler from Concordia in lane 8. Our champion last year will swim in the next heat, Mallory Jackson. State cut is 57.84, and our record holder from 2015, Skylar Duggins, with a 55.77. So through 50 in this race, Tanya Barrett from Northrop's out in the lead, followed by Raven Schroyer of Lures in lane 5. Barrett gets to the 75-yard mark, makes the turn about a body length ahead. Her prelim time was 1:09.27, so that's what she's shooting for. Barrett's going to be first to the wall. We got a three-way race in 5, 6, and 8 for second. Second place in lane 6 to Swadener, third to Schroyer in 5. Chandler out there in lane 8 gets fourth place. Fifth goes to Wallace, sixth to Havish, seventh to Rizzo, and Godfrey in lane 1 finishes 8th. 109.99 won that heat for Tanya Barrett from Northrop. And here we go to the championship final. Swimming in lane 1, Homestead's Sydney Thrasher. Lane 2, Natalie Hazlett from Concordia. Lane 3, Shelby Christ, Homestead. Mallory Jackson, the defending champion, lane 4. Lane 5, Grace Hanna from Carroll. Lane 6, Marissa Kozel from Carroll. Lane 7, Michaela Godfrey from Homestead. And lane 8, Sydney Tryon from Bishop Dwenger. Skylar Duggins with our record of 55.77, 57.84 is the number they're shooting for an automatic state cut. Strong underwaters from the Carroll girls in 5 and 6. That's Jackson and Hannah. Looks like they'll be the first two to the wall. Jackson with a slight lead on Grace Hannah as we head to the midway point. It's like third place in lane 3 is Shelby Christ. 27.09 for Jackson, 27.61 Hannah, Christ at 28.49, Kozel in fourth at 28.90. Mallory Jackson out front, Grace Hannah second. It's a race for third between Marissa Kozel and Shelby Christ from Homestead. Mallory Jackson's going to cruise to the win. Grace Hannah an easy second. We got 4 swimmers coming down the road for third place. But Christ might be there. It's Christ at the wall. Godfrey from Homestead in fourth. Tryon fifth. Kozel sixth. Thrasher seventh. Hazlett eighth. Mallory Jackson 55.26. sets a new sectional record. And she wasn't even in a performance suit, folks. So let's see what she does next week at the state meet when she's fully tapered and in a suit. Mallory Jackson from Carroll with the win. Grace Hanna swims a state cut time of 57.23 and will join her teammate at state next week. Shelby Christ, third, 59.47. Michaela Godfrey in fourth, 59.50. 59.54 was Cindy Tryon in fifth. Marissa Kozel from Carroll, sixth, 59.56. Sid Thrasher, 10012 in seventh. And Natalie Hazlett in lane 8 with a 10037. So that's our fourth record that we've had set here today. Jackie Bren breaking her own diving record. 103 was won in record-setting time by Maggie Stock. The Carroll Relay won the 200 free relay in record time, and now Mallory Jackson sets a sectional record in the 100-yard backstroke. So first, second, and sixth place finishes for Carroll gives them 50 points. Third, fourth, and seventh place finishes give Homestead 43 points, and we have narrowed the gap to Homestead 446, Carroll 439 with the breaststroke and the 400-yard free relay to go. They're giving away the result or the awards as we line up for the 100-yard breaststroke. Again, today's broadcast is being brought to you by Parkview New Orthopedic Express Clinic. It's your new home for all your orthopedic needs. Instant access to physicians, x-rays, physical therapy performance, and our sports dietitian are all at your fingertips at the new Parkview Ortho Express.
Sectional champion with a new sectional record of 55.26 from Carroll, Mallory Jackson.
Mallory will be a contender for not only the IM but also the backstroke state title next week in Indianapolis. A very solid sophomore class from Carroll with Mallory, Grace Hanna right there. We got Veronica Lance, the butterflyer, Maya Vanderhagen, the butterflyer. Now we get ready for the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. Swimming in lane 1 is Emma Chupp from Snyder. Lane 2, Megan Walden from Dwenger. Lane 3, Caroline Bussick from Concordia. Lane 4 is Joe Pendergrass from Lures. Lane 5, Zoe McGee from Wayne. Lane 6, Alexandria Galassini from Snyder. Haley Ulmer from Concordia is in lane 7, and Autumn Brubaker from Northrop is in lane 8. Laura Wright, our defending champion, will be in the championship final. Record holder is Caroline Wigan from Homestead. In 2013, she swam a 1:02.34 and went on to swim at Purdue. State cut time of 1:05.97 is what the ladies are shooting for. Out first is Joe Pendergrass with a commanding lead. Second place is Zoe McGee out there in 5 with Alexandra Galassini chasing, as well as Haley Ulmer in lane 7. But Prendergast at the turn has got this race well under control as she's got about a 3 body length lead on her nearest competition in lane 5, Zoe McGee from Wayne. Prendergast is going to cruise to the lead, to the victory. Here comes Caroline Bussick in lane 3. She might take second place, and she does, followed by Zoe McGee. Haley Ulmer, lady from Concordia, finishes 4th. 5th place goes to Alexandra Galassini. 6th place, Megan Walden. 7th place, Emma Chupp. 8th place, Autumn Brubaker. as we get set for our championship final. Let's set the lineup. In lane 1 from Carroll, Amanda, the Judge Gorsuch. In lane 2 from Homestead, Ellie Denise. In lane 3 from Homestead, Alyssa Luarde. Lane 4 from Dwenger, Laura Wright. The defending champion. Lane 5 from Homestead, Katie Walker. In lane 6 from Concordia, Lauren Dorfler. Lane 7, Samantha Harden from Carroll, and her teammate Delaney Greer in lane 8. So you got Carroll on the outside here needing to make a charge to down by 7 headed into this event. Laura Wright out in front. Actually, Lauren Dorfler out there in 6 has the lead at the 25-yard mark, followed closely by Laura Wright in lane 4. Dorfler and Wright lead. Out there in lane 7, Samantha Horton's putting together a solid swim, as is Katie Walker and Alyssa Luarde from Homestead. It's right at the turn at 30.4, followed by Dorfler's 30.8. Walter from Homestead is in 3rd. Wright has taken over, the defending champion has taken over this race. Again, the state cut time is 105.97, 102.34 sectional record. Laura Wright and Lauren Dorfler in 1-2 at the turn. Laura Wright is going to defend her sectional title. Getting the wall first, Lauren Dorfler second, Katie Walter third, 4th goes to Alyssa Luarde, 5th to Ellie Denise, 6th to Samantha Horton, 7th to Delaney Greer, and the judge, Mandy Gorsuch, finishes 8th. Winning time for Wright, 105.09. Second place, Dorfler's 106.23 is just off the state cut. She'll be watching times as they post on the website later on this evening to see if she winds up heading to Indianapolis for the state meet. Laura Wright did finish 26th in the event last year. She's looking to improve on that performance as she is headed back. So Homestead had a 7-point lead headed into that event, and Homestead finished 3rd, 4th, and 5th, with Carroll finishing 6th, 7th, and 8th. So Homestead widens the margin a little bit.
15th place in the Judge Snyder. 14th place in
Homestead with 45 points in that event to Carroll's 36. Homestead has opened up a 16-point lead at 491 to 475 for Carroll. Unless disaster strikes, Homestead is going to take back the sectional title because only 6 points separates first and second. Homestead would basically need a disqualification in their relay not to win the section. I'm sure the coaches on deck realize that and are letting their swimmers know that the starts need to be a little bit safe to ensure the sectional title. They're still going to be racing to try to win the race. They're still going to be trying to win the sectional, but at the same time, they want to ensure that the team can go home for the trophy for the first time since 2014.
In 4th place, Homestead, Alyssa Luarde.
Again, 491 to 475. Homestead with the lead. That is unofficial, but we're pretty comfortable that we're very close. So to make up 16 points, Carroll would have to win the event to score 40, and Homestead finishes in 7th place to get 24 points. That would tie, but Homestead's not going to get 7th place. So the only way Homestead's not winning this sectional this year is a disqualification on the relay. So here we go into today's final event. It's the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay. Swimming in lane 1 will be Southside. Blue 2 leads it off, followed by Angela Mahoney, Kayla Shadle, and Labini Sabdano. In lane 4 is Wayne, Casey Chapman, Morgan Wolf, Kara Gerber, and Kayla Bukowski. Lane 5 is Northside, Jasmine Vasquez, Mally Rizzo, Emma Curry, and Dominique Wells-White. At the 50, it's Northside with the lead. Followed by Wayne and Southside. 100 yards for each competitor. Last year's champion Carroll set the sectional record at 3:28 flat, and then they went on to the state meet to finish runners-up to Carmel. Homestead finished 12th last year at the state meet. Speaking of the state meet, last year Carmel won their 31st consecutive title. That is a record, a national record, all states, any sport, either gender, 31 straight state titles for Carmel and counting. Carroll finished 7th with 120 points. Homestead finished 11th with 84 points, and Snyder finished tied for 34th with 5 points. Northside continues to lead this relay as their second swimmer has finished the 50 yards. It's Wayne in second, Morgan Wolf in third place. Angela Mamini from Southside finishes her first 50. Northside was 5:12:28 on Thursday night. And being that this is the last swim of the sectional for these girls, a couple of them might be the last swim of their careers. They would like to go out with a time, a personal best time during the relay. Rizzo getting ready to hand off to Emma Curry for Northside to swim the third leg. And Wayne hands off to Kara Gerber, the junior. Gerber with a strong start is already halfway through the first lap past Northside. And Southside hands it off to Kaylee Shandel. Again, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Wayne jumping out to a big lead as Kara Gerber finishes off her leg of the relay, and she'll be handing it off to the anchor, Kayla Bunkowski. Northside remains second. Southside trying to pick up ground is third. Into the water for the final leg is Wayne's Kayla Bunkowski, as Southside is making a charge, trying to catch Northside in 5. Northside's last swimmer is into the water. I think they switched the order up on me here a little bit, so I'm not exactly sure who that is. Southside's in, and we're finishing the race here. Wayne with 50 yards left has a commanding lead. Wayne's time in prelims was 4:53.84. We'll see if Kayla can better that time. Northside looks to be spreading out their lead a little bit on Southside with 2 laps of the pool remaining. Wayne's Kayla Bunkowski is going to finish it off, giving the consolation final win to her teammates Casey Chapman, Morgan Wolf, and Kara Gerber. 4:53.84 was their time Thursday night. They're in much quicker than that today. 4:47.30. So they took off 6.5 seconds from Thursday night. Congratulations to those young ladies. Northside's going to hang on for 10th place, and Southside will finish in 11th. Now let's set the stage for our final swim of the day. The girls 400-yard freestyle relay A final. Swimming in lane 1, Snyder. That will be Callie Proskaska, Cassandra Mayhew, Alexandra Galasini, and Abigail Mayhew. Lane 2, Concordia, Emma Najewski, Rachel LaRue, Allie Godfrey, Jessica Coomer. Lane 3, Concordia, Kiara Arthur, Hannah Vitus, Lauren Dorfler, and Natalie Hazlett. Lane 4, Carol, Avery Brooks, Maya Vanderhagen, Tegan Moon, Mallory Jackson. Lane 5, Homestead, Avery Crowell, Lily Kaiser, Katie Walther, and Maddie Stock. Lane 6, Bishop Dwenger, Lily Schenker, Noah Wallace, Sydney Tryon, Laura Wright. Lane 7, Bishop Lures, Leah Hall, Raven Shore, Colby Nye, Abby Grebner. And then lane 8, Fort Wayne Northrop, Priscilla Stone, Liberty Barton, Autumn Brubaker, and Lily Marquardt. 3 of Carroll's 4 swimmers that finished runners-up at the state last year, Avery Brooks, Maya Vanderhagen, and Mallory Jackson, are part of this relay. Freshman Tegan Moon joins them, taking the departed Abigail Johnston's place on the relay. Avery Brooks from Carroll out to a slight lead early on Audrey Crowell of Homestead. Again, each swimmer will swim 4 lengths of the pool, 16 lengths for the event. Carroll set the record last year at 3:28 flat. Brooks has an early lead at 25:18. 25:31 for Crowell. 3rd place, lane 3 was Concordia. 4th place, lane 2, Canterbury. Again, Carroll's, Brooks, and Homestead's Crowell out to a big lead. Looks like Crowell might have actually taken the lead at the turn there at 75. Well out in front. And Crowell comes in just slightly ahead, hands off to her teammate Lily Kaiser. And Carroll's got Maya Vanderhagen into the water. Concordia 3rd. Canterbury, actually in lane 1, that's Snyder in 4th place. Vanderhagen and Kaiser side by side as they flip at the 150 mark with Vanderhagen with a slight lead. 3rd place is Concordia Lutheran, Hannah Vitus in lane 3. And Snyder 4, that's Cassandra Mayhew with Dwingers, Noah Wallace right there with her. Vanderhagen's opened up about a half a body lead lead, and she's going to hand it off to the freshman, Tegan Moon. Kaiser's going to hand off to Katie Wallflower. Big lead for Carroll. Again, it's going to take a Homestead disqualification to not win the sectional. Tegan Moon with a strong 50, a split of 24-71. Homestead's 26-15 split for Katie Walker. 3rd place is out there in lane 6 to Dwenger. 4th place, lane 4 to Concordia Lutheran. Dwenger has Sydney Tryon in the water, and Concordia, Lauren Dorfler. Vanderhagen's opened up about a 2-body lead lead, and she's going to hand it off to the anchor, Mallory Tegan Moon. As she hands it off to the anchor, Mallory Jackson. In for Homestead will be Maggie Stock. Concordia anchors with Natalie Hazlett, Dwenger, Laura Wright, Lures, Abby Gabner, Northside, Lily Marquardt, Snyder, Abigail Mayhew in the water. Mallory Jackson's going to finish it off for Carroll. Maggie Stock, the new record holder in the 100 free, is charging. Stock's got a 24-17 split. She's making up a little ground on Jackson, but too little too late in this race as Carroll's going to pull it off. Concordia's in third. Dwenger is taking fourth. Will it be a record? 3:28 flat is the record. No. It's close, but not quite. As Carroll wins, Homestead second. Third place goes to Concordia. Will go to Concordia. Carroll finishes at 3:28.26. Homestead 3:31.48, which is underneath the state cup time. Concordia's coming in third here at the wall is Natalie Hazlitt. Fourth place, Bishop Dwinger's Laura Wright will finish it up. We got a battle for fifth in lane 1 and 2 between Canterbury's Jess Coomer and Snyder's Abigail Mayhew. Canterbury looks like they're going to hold on for fifth. Snyder sixth. Seventh place was Abby Grabner of Lures, and eighth place Lily Marquardt from Northrop is finishing it off. So Carroll is your sectional champion. Congratulations to Avery Brooks, Maya Vanderhagen, Tegan Moon, and Mallory Jackson. Second place Homestead. They will also be going to state. Aubrey Crowell, Lily Kaiser, Katie Walther, and Maggie Stock. As the ladies warm down, the officials will put together the final results. We'll hand out the awards for the 400-yard freestyle, and then ultimately hand out the awards to the team sectional champion, which by our calculations will be Homestead with a 525 to 515 win over Carroll. Again, we would like to thank our sponsors. Big Eyed Fish supports Fort Wayne area athletics and has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Originally located at the historic 1502 North Wells Street, you can also visit their express locations at 3001 Hillegas Road and their express north location at 10380 Leo Road. Big Eyed Fish has a 4.3 star rating out of 5 with over 215 Google reviews. Find us at theoriginalbigeyedfish.com and bigeyedfishexpress.com. Like our Facebook pages and updated promotions for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Parkview's new Ortho Express Clinic is your new home for all your orthopedic needs. Instant access to physicians, x-rays, physical therapy, performance, and our sports dietitian are all at our fingertips at the new Parkview Ortho Express. We meet the athlete when and where they are playing inside the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse with evening and weekend hours. Parkview Ortho Express. Learn more at parkviewsportsmedicine.com.
In seventh place, Bishop Brewer.
Again, they're handing out the awards for the 400-yard freestyle relay. Sixth place went to Snyder. Fifth was Canterbury. Fourth was Dwenger. Third was the SAC champion Concordia Cadets. And second place is the state-bound Homestead Spartans. And first place, the state-bound Carroll Chargers.
In second place, Homestead.
Again, our totals are unofficial. We've got Homestead winning the sectional 525 to 515 and taking it back to the south side of town after a 3-year stay on the northwest end of town. Well, congratulations to all our winners, all our record holders. In fact, congratulations to everyone that qualified to swim today. A lot of hard work goes into this sport. A lot of dedication from not only your champions, but your 8th and 15th place finishers. Coaches put in a lot of time and a lot of effort. A lot of these ladies, it's their last competitive swim, so it might be a little bit bittersweet moment for some. Others will continue on in college. Others have 1, 2, some of our champions have 3 years left in high school. So as we await the official word for the team championship, I just want to remind you that today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page at Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all sorts of local high school sports. Yeah, we've got divers that are going to continue on to regionals on Tuesday at Fishers. That's Jackie Bren, Mallory Walker, Kayla Luarde from Homestead, and Anna Yagi from Bishop Dwenger. Hopefully all 4 of those ladies can finish in the top 8 and move on to IUPUI State Meet next Saturday. The state meet next week, starting on Friday night, preliminaries, will be brought to you via live stream by IHSTV.org. You want to check out all the action there Friday night, and then the finals on Saturday. As we wait the announcement of the team champion, we'll hear a quick announcement from our sponsors here at SummitCitySports.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home. Or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates, and news hub for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling.
We're back here at the Helen P. Brown Natatorium, where today's IHSAA Sectional 6 has been decided. 9th place was Fort Wayne Wayne. 8th place was Canterbury. 7th place.
In 6th place was 105.
Quite catch that. 6th place was Lures. 5th place with 106 points was Snyder. 4th place, 216, Bishop Dwenger. 3rd place, 274, Concordia.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was a difference of 10 points.
And a 10-point difference between first and second. I think we were on it.
Girls sectional champions this year with a score of 525. Homestead High School.
Homestead has won the IHSAA sectional with 525 points to Carroll's 515. Congratulations to the Lady Spartans and Coach Justin Max for their sectional championship. I'd say it's the youngsters that got it done. Freshmen and sophomores really shined for Homestead. Those girls are awfully happy. There's not a girl in that pool right now that's won a sectional team title. This is their first one since 2014 when these ladies were in middle school, or a couple of them even in grade school. So they've taken the trophy back to the southwest side of Fort Wayne. Look for Carroll to come out next year, give them another battle, because again, there were only 4 seniors, 3 for Homestead and 1 for Carroll that swam in this meet. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Big Eyed Fish, Parkview Hospitals, and SummitCitySports.com. I'd like to thank Jeff Mahoney for putting this together, putting it on, running the board, our cameraman Mitchell Brocklin, Sean Boswell. I am Jim Kressel saying so long from Helen P. Brown Natatorium, where the South Side, where the Homestead Spartans are your 2018 IHSAA sectional champions.
Friday Night Lights. Fort Wayne football from the comfort of your own home, or when you're on the go. The same night the pigskin touches the end zone or is stopped dead in its tracks. 10 teams, 5 games, 1 website. SummitCitySports.com. Live streamed high school games, score updates for all Fort Wayne athletics. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
Beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine.
The Parkview Family Birthing Centers, with everything you need for baby, plus birth planners, expert physicians, midwives, and more for you.
I'm a Parkview mom.
You can be too. Learn more at parkviewmom.com.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
Ryan looking to center into the slot to Esther, but it's broken up by Scott. He shoots, hits guard!
Now the sticks are up. And now this is bad news. Everyone going at it down here in the corner.
Fort Wayne
The
hockey.
plong with the deke.
6 teams.
Bone cutter to Ryan Freebie with the shot from the point. He scored!
Live stream games new this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and SummitCitySports.com.
How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.